Stylish with an upscale interior, sporty yet comfortable ride, and lively power delivery. This is a 2025 Maserati Grecale Modena with only 3 additional options done here in Bianco Astro paint, and we have it here today at Maserati St. Petersburg in Florida. Let's see what this model is all about. Let's see how we have it spec'd. Let's see what makes it special for the 2025 model year. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here at Maserati St. Petersburg in Florida with a Bianco Astro 2025 Maserati Grecale Modena. Now, this is set up in a beautiful spec. Bianco Astro paint, 21-inch wheels, black interior, wood grain trim, all the goodies here. And a lot of this is standard for the 2025 model year. So with only 3 additional options, let's talk about what we have here behind us, how it's spec, option sticker breakdown, the features, everything you guys need to know about the 2025 Modena. Let's talk about it here today. Now, big shout out to Maserati St. Petersburg for letting me take a spin around this Grecale Modena. Now, if you guys love this car or any other car in this lot, make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website link, their phone number there as well, so you guys can check out the inventory, give them a call, and get one of these beautiful cars off of this lot and into your driveway today. So underneath the hood, this is the Modena spec, which means it's the middle spec trim when it comes to power. And we're talking about a turbocharged 16-valve 2-liter inline-4 with direct fuel injection with 325 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. Now, with this 8-speed ZF transmission, all-wheel drive, and the Alfa Romeo-based Giorgio platform, well, you can expect a 0 to 60 mile per hour time in 5.3 seconds. 0 to 100 miles per hour is going to be around 13.5 seconds with a quarter-mile time in 13.4 seconds and a top speed of around 149 miles per hour. We should hear how some of that sounds out of its quad exhaust pipes. Now, when we mention dimensions for the Grecale Modena, we're looking at a wheelbase of 114.2 inches with a length at 190.8 inches. We have a width at 76.7 inches, a height at 65.6 inches, and an overall curb weight of around 4,425 pounds. Now, here we are with beautiful Bianco Astro when it comes to this paint. I just absolutely love it. And again, it's going to be a play on Alfa Romeo's Lanare White or Moonlight Gray. This just looks stunning in the Florida sun, as you guys can see with this Grecale. Now, again, with the Modena being the middle spec trim, we get a couple of upgrades visually right off the bat that you don't have to option out. Now, first things first, let's talk about our front fascia. We do have, of course, that beautiful paint with the Maserati insignia front and center done in blue and white. We also have the big trident right up front in that grille, that single frame grille, because we have all of the technology with our tech assistance package we have optioned out right in there as well with our camera right there. Now, you guys will see vertical gloss black bars with the functional feed through and a honeycomb grille right between there as well, you know, functional feed-throughs. You will also see in the lower half, we get back down to Bianco Astro, and then we have a plastic cladding with integrated sensors and another diamond cut grille with that whole setup. Now, you will also see for the Modena trim level, you get gloss black when it comes to your front lip. In 2025, for the regular Grecale model, it will be body colored. So it would be Bianco Astro if you got the regular Grecale for 2025. But this one, gloss black. And of course, for the Trofeo, well, we're going carbon fiber. Now, when it comes to the side blades and the air vents here, you guys will see gloss black side blades, the air vents, the pass through. You can kind of see the pass through there. It's like a little crack for aerodynamics. And then you also have your integrated sensors. And then of course, our headlamps with the stacked LEDs, all right, high beams, everything like that. The trident right there as well with the Maserati script and the 3 reflectors setup, you know, because Maserati likes to do things in tries. It's just beautiful when it comes to the overall spec, when it comes to the details. I think you guys are gonna like this one for 2025. If you haven't seen it already, definitely come check this one out. Now, like the front fascia, right out of the box, the side profile shows out. And there's one particular thing that coming standard is a pretty big option. Well, it's not an option, it's just a standard option. So with that said, let's talk about it. The 21-inch Pegaso forged wheels. These are standard on the Modena trim level. 21 inches standard is a beautiful thing. And then of course you got the Continental cross contact tires to wrap it all together with the monochrome center cap front and center and the gloss black calipers with white script. This entire wheel setup is standard for the 2025 model year. Now we get Bianco Astro when it comes to our wheel well and side skirt with the gloss black insert standard on the Modena to match the front lip. And then you guys will also see standard on the Modena and gloss black is the Modena badging and the 3 portholes with the functional feed through because Maserati signature design, gotta have those portholes, right? Now you also see Bianco Astro when it comes to the mirror caps. And then the door handles will have gloss black as well with these electric fixed door handles. Looking good. Again, symmetry when it comes to matching up the colorways. Gloss black when it comes to the window moldings, B pillar and C pillar. Gloss black when it comes to your trident right here. I mean, come on. And then of course, the panel roof done in glass, the gloss black shark fin antenna, the Bianco Astro spoiler mixed with gloss black, and then the side blade in gloss black as well. The symmetry here is just a beautiful thing. It is not mismatchy. This is all tailored together to come and make one beautiful looking Maserati. Now look at this rear profile. I really love this setup. The candy bar, which Maserati calls it, is this center gloss black piece, which is a focal point going from one tail lamp and to the next, seamlessly flowing right in, dissecting them, making it look really cool. We'll have that illuminated so you guys can see it shortly. And then the Maserati script, all right? So that's where you're gonna put your eyes first. You do have the integrated third brake light right there and the gloss black spoiler. And then come down, you guys will also see we do have integrated sensors and we have very sharp design when it comes to the reflectors horizontally mixed in there. We do have a gloss black rear diffuser and exhaust around with that shark fin look. And of course, the quad exhaust tips done in black, as you guys heard them earlier. That is a beautiful setup when it comes to the rear of the Grecale Modena. And that paint is just gorgeous. What do you guys think? When it comes to cargo volume on the Grecale Modena, same setup as the Stelvio. I mean, you can hear the same beeps, all right, same kind of tailgate. So you're getting the same kind of space, all right? So we're talking around 20 cubic feet to start. Fold the seats down though, and you're getting around 55 cubic feet of space. You have a 40-20-40 split when it comes to the rear folding seats. You also have a nice privacy shade here as well, all right, to help protect your belongings. Now you will also see we do have LED lights right here on both sides, 12-volt DC plug-in. You also see straps here on the side. And then of course we do have a false floor. False floor, you lift that up, you guys will see genuine accessories, tire inflate kit, tools, and then of course your battery right there as well, all right? The Giorgio platform is such a good platform to have. This whole setup, well, definitely shows that off. And then you guys will see we have a one-touch close and one-touch lock when it comes to the tailgate. What do you guys think when it comes to cargo space on the Grecale Modena? When it comes to fuel economy, we're looking at 24, 22, 28. That means 24 combined city and highway, all right, 22 for the city, 28 for the highway, and premium fuel goes inside of this Grecale Modena. Now, of course, I want to show off the illumination when it comes to the Grecale Modena. As you guys can see, we have the switchback turn indicators, the LEDs up top and on the lower half between bright white and amber. You guys also see the high beams and low beams there with the Maserati script right there and that 3-porthole look. You'll also see the turn indicator in the Bianco Astro mirror cap. And then, of course, we have the LED tails looking absolutely stunning when it comes to this overall styling. What do you guys think when it comes to illumination on the Grecale Modena? So now we're inside of this beautiful Nero and Grigio interior, wood grain inserts, aluminum trims, all the good stuff you guys know and love from the Grecale Modena. Well, a lot of it is standard in this trim. So let's talk about it. The seats, you guys can see the stitching here. You guys can see the embossed trident in the headrest. You guys can also see that we do have the thigh support here. And these are also heated seats. Now, let's talk about the door paneling here before we close it up. Most premium part of this car, I feel like it shows off everything that we have here today in a whole. Leather uppers, stitching here, Sonos Faber sound system when it comes to these speaker grills, 3 of them there with the aluminum here and the light up here. The wood grain just beautifully crossing the entire width of the door paneling here with the soft touches on the door card, stitching there as well. Soft touches on the armrest with that leather, and then you have the stitching there as well with your mechanical door pull, or not door pull, door latch there with the aluminum trim, gloss black on the mirror controls, and the window controls. All right, physical latch when it comes to the door there with the cup holders there as well. Aluminum side sill right here with the Maserati script. We have the aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. We have aluminum when it comes to the seat and the adjustments there. That's just a great spot right there, just showing off all those beautiful materials. But then you get right here with this 3-spoke design steering wheel. You're like, okay, I get it. We have the perforation when it comes to leather on the sides, all throughout stitching there as well with the trident right there front and center on the airbag and the dark trim on that 3rd spoke. Now we'll get to the rest in just a moment because we do have a power adjust telescopic steering wheel where I can go forward, go backwards, go down, go up, so we can adjust it however we like it. You also see big aluminum paddle shifters column mounted, so you guys always know where they are and you can do your shifting there. You also see stalks here with your lane keep assist and high beam light controls, and your stalks here with your menu control. I'll talk about that in just a moment because there is extra control back there. And then you will also see we do have our windshield wipers controls right there as well. Nice gloss black with aluminum trim on those buttons there too. So again, all the materials, soft touches, just very premium equipment. Now you will see that we do have a blue start stop button for our engine start stop. We also have our drive mode selector between Sport, GT, and Comfort. So you can twist that dial and go between Comfort, GT, and Sport when it comes to your drive mode selectors. Now you also see on this, we all have on the right hand side our driver assistance controls right there. All right, and then on the left hand side, we can control a few things when it comes to our digital instrument cluster. Keep in mind we have 33 inches of screen real estate when it comes to these 3 screens between the instrument cluster, the infotainment screen, and the comfort screen. So we got a lot of screen real estate here. So first, hands-free voice controls, and then we can go up and down. Now up and down will change what we have in between the 2 speedos. All right, so actually let's put the navigation right there. Loading map, you got the map there as well, okay? And then on this side here, we can change what's in that dial. So I'm gonna press this here, and you can see we got our radio, our temperature, date and time, and then just the regular dial there. All right, but now we can change also a couple other things. One of them being what you can do with this here. Press that, and you guys will see we do have a head-up display, but we also have a cluster layout that can change between Classic, Evolved, all right, and then we can go back and go to Relaxed. So you have all of that there when it comes to this setup, looking really nice, all right? So with that said, you can choose whichever one you want. We're gonna go back to Classic and press the menu button again, and there we are, all right? So a bunch of different ways you can customize that. Now we do have the leather uppers on the dash with the stitching here as well. We have soft touches on the A-pillar and the entire headliner, so it's giving a premium feel when it comes to this whole setup. Then we have the HVAC vents with aluminum trim. We have the leather dash with the stitching there as well, and our electric parking brake right here. Coming over, you guys will see we do have our HVAC vents spanning across the dash with more stitching. And then you will see we do have a digital clock here, but it's also a digital compass, digital G meter, things like that we'll go through in just a moment. With the nice dash and stitching design here, this pattern looks really cool with more stitching down underneath in Grigio. And then of course, we do have the glove box there as well. Now, coming to, we'll get to that infotainment screen in just a moment. The comfort screen is there as well. But how do you get this thing into gear? Foot on the brake and you're in park. This is reverse. Reverse will bring up our backup camera there and our different views when it comes to our backup camera. Neutral, drive, drive manual, all right? P again for park. And then we'll talk about what we have here, which is the comfort screen. Now the comfort screen is now sided by the hazard buttons and the buttons to turn off the screen. Also, your volume controls are on this side here, where you can do the slider or press that to unmute the volume. And then the comfort screen will give you your digital clock, as we mentioned, but it's also a digital compass, a pedometer, and a G meter. Let's do the pedometer, which I press the brake, and you see the brake light up. You see all this change up here as well. G meter, when I'm moving on the G forces, compass, when I need a compass, clock, when I need a clock. You also see your seats here, where you have your seat memory and bolstering set up here for both your driver and passenger side, where you can change that bolstering and do the seat memory plug in. And then you can also see that we do have our lighting controls between all of our lights, high beams, low beams, or you can turn them off right there as well. Now, we also have on the right-hand side, our rear climate control, our ambient lighting here between white, yellow, red, green, blue, and off. And you can also see that we do have fixed to the bottom of the screen our max front and rear when it comes to our HVAC, parking sensors, start, stop, hill descent, and we can turn off our traction that way as well. Now when it comes to our climate here, we do have dual zone climate control, heated seats here as well. We also have quick gestures when it comes to our temperature and our fan speed. All right, so we can do that by just pressing on the screen and dragging. Now you will also see we do have our infotainment screen, MIA, MIA, Maserati Intelligent Assistant. It's Amazon Alexa, all right? So it's a system you guys have had in Maserati since 2021, 2022. So it is basically a Uconnect 5 system. So you guys know Uconnect 5 as well in other Stellantis vehicles. And you can see, get great things like our navigation, media, phone, vehicle. We have apps here as well. Go to apps, so you'll see all the different apps and stuff you can get. Categories, you can do all kinds of things here. All right, and then you have your driver profile. You have all of that here. I mean, it's a great setup when it comes to the system. You can also do the wake up word, hey Maserati, and it will listen to you and it will tell you, hey, what do you want? And it will be like, well, take me to Starbucks. And it'll do the coordinates or your GPS to Starbucks, or it'll turn up and down the HVAC. It's really cool. The voice control is there as well. Now underneath, you will see wireless phone charging pad, nice wood grain trim with the hidden doors that will have our USB-C and USB 2.0 plug-in with extra storage. Nice soft touches with the stitching and the cup holders here as well. Now, with that said, armrest is here with the stitching. Open that up. We do have our key fob transmitter, just in case key fob battery dies. You can put your key fob there, which that's our key fob right there, and it will still communicate with the car. You also have your 12-volt DC under there as well. Let's talk about our key fob. Leather wrapped back with the trident there, aluminum on the sides, and then we have lock, truck release, and unlock with the panic button there as well. Physical key is right here, again, in case that key fob battery dies. And then look up top, we have our rear view mirror here, and then right up here, we have all of our controls. Let that zoom in, or focus in. All right, so we have things like our trunk release, SOS, dome light, floodlight. We can open up our sunshade, our sunroof. All that is up top here as well. And we also have our home link controls for our garage door opener up on the visors with mirrors and lights on both the driver and passenger side. This is the Grecale Modena. There's so much to unpack here. There's so much going on. And I love it all because it gives you the freedom of choice when it comes to how you want these options, this technology, and this material. It's just a beautiful thing inside of this Grecale Modena. Now, total cargo space in the rear of the Grecale Modena is going to be around 98 cubic feet. So you have plenty of space in the rear. And the same beautiful materials, as you guys can see, the black leather with the stitching here as well, done in grigio and black, the embossed trident in the headrest. And then let's hop inside. As you guys will see, I have plenty of knee wiggle room. All right, sitting very comfortably back here. You also see we do have extra storage right here, and it's nice leather flap. Okay, it's not a net or cargo net or anything like that. It's a nice leather flap, so it looks better. You have it both on the driver and passenger side. You also see that we do have our HVAC setup. All right, LCD screen, and we have that here when it comes to this whole setup with the HVAC vents down here as well, and then USB-C and USB 2.0 plug-in. All right, you will see that down there with the armrest here. Well, let's undo the seatbelt. Armrest and cup holders integrated in. Panel roof letting in all that natural light. Dome light, then that LED flavor. And then of course, the door paneling. Soft leather touches, stitching, wood grain trim, Sonos Faber sound system. The stitching on the door cards. The armrest is soft. The door pull with the stitching. The door release gloss black and aluminum with the gloss black paneling. And then the speaker grill there with the Maserati side sill done in aluminum there. I mean, the materials are just wonderful. It is very solid, very premium when it comes to inside, even in the rear of the Grecale Modena. So now let's break down the sticker of this 2025 Grecale Modena with Bianco Astro paint and Nero and Grigio interior, starting life at $84,500. Now, after our 3 additional options and our $16.95 destination charge with our $300 preparation and delivery, we're looking at a total price of $90,955. How do we get there? Well, keep in mind the tech assistance package at $2,270 is giving you head-up display, IR protection windshield, wearable key, wireless phone charger as well. The driver assistance package L1 is included with adaptive cruise control, active lane management, blind spot and rear cross path, and drowsy driver detection. I can never say that right. DDD. Now, with that said, you have the 360 surround view camera at $1,040 and the Bianco Astro paint at $1,150. But everything else you see here came standard on this Grecale Modena. Make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot so you guys can see everything that's optioned out here. Even check the link in the description for Maserati St. Petersburg's website link so you can get the full sticker breakdown, like the warranty information at 4 years, 50,000 miles. But with that said, what do you guys think about this Grecale Modena? For $90,955, what are you guys feeling about this Grecale Modena in this spec that we have here today? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, of course, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below where we have Maserati St. Petersburg's website link and their phone number. You guys can check out the inventory, give them a call, say, hey, I want this one here. Let's take it off of your lot. Let's get it out onto the streets. Now, make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.